Okay.
Ooh. I put my hiney on the stove and it burned. Hey y'all, welcome to the Flip Flop Barnyard. I'm Jenna. The other day we did a video, Derek and I were on the way to the grocery store talking a little bit about how our large family grocery shops, and we had a lot of questions about like what kind of things we buy, because we eat basically whole foods, real food. We don't do preservatives, so we buy ingredients rather than canned packaged foods for the most part. I'm going to show you some of the things we buy. I'm going to start with frozen food because I need to eat it back in the freezer, so I figured I'd show you that real quick and then put it back in the freezer. We do also process most of our own meat, but we are currently pretty much out of meat that we have raised for the moment, so we've been buying meat at the grocery store. So I'll show you what we bought for meat wise at the grocery store, and we're getting towards the end of our canned foods. We'll show you our canning shelf down in the basement in just a few minutes, but we don't have a whole lot left. We have a lot of certain items like green beans and pickles, but it's not like we have a big variety left. So we'll show you all that in a minute, but first let me go through all of my frozen stuff. Alright, so we shop around so that we can get the best deals on certain things. We have several options. We have Kroger that has a lot of organic foods, and we have an Earth Fare here, which we really like, and then we also shop a lot at the local Amish store. We also have the option of ordering through Azure Standard, which we haven't actually done. We do have a local drop if I needed to use that, and there's another option called Naturally a Deal. I'm not sure where all they deliver to, but I believe they're based out of Tennessee, and they do have a local delivery as well. You can check online and see if you have a Naturally a Deal, or you can order from Azure Standard. But without further ado, let's get into what we buy. We always buy frozen blueberries and frozen strawberries. We make a lot of smoothies. The strawberries go in smoothies. We used to buy a lot of bananas and freeze them and add them, but we have multiple kids and adults who can't eat bananas. We react to them, so we no longer do bananas. We do buy them fresh, and the kids that don't react to them do eat them fresh, but we don't put them in smoothies. So we have that. And then blueberries we like to put in muffins and scones and things, pancakes, things like that. So we do try to keep frozen fruit on hand all the time. We also will buy frozen broccoli. These are small bags. They were out of the large bags. We tend to buy larger bags for our larger family. So it would take a couple of these bags to feed our family. But we do buy broccoli, and these are all, anything Simple Truth is from Kroger. So we get these, right now we're getting these organic thin sliced chicken breasts. They're a decent deal. They're the best we've found. And we can, if we remember to thaw them, we can just thaw them and cook. Usually one pack will do for our family if we have a lot of sides. If we don't have a lot of sides, we have to cook 2 packs. But that's something we try to keep on hand. The butter is also in the frozen because most of it's frozen right now. Our cow, we're only milking 1 cow at the moment, so we are not making butter. Once all of our cows are back in milk, hopefully I will be making more butter. We went through our butter stores. We made 70-something pounds of butter this year, and we've used it all. So we just buy, theirs is the best price we found locally. Organic butter is pretty pricey, but this is a decent price and we like it. So, and I use salted butter for everything. I know stuff calls for unsalted butter, but we like salt, so we just use salted butter. This is another brand. It comes from Earth Fare. Chicken that we buy, it's organic, and it's from more local farmers. Like they source from, I don't know what the mile radius is, but it tells you about your farmer. So it's within your region. So we get that, and this is some chicken wings. They were on sale, and so we picked up several packs of chicken wings. Sometimes we'll buy their chicken thighs. So if we want other than chicken breasts, we'll go ahead and go to Earth Fare and pick that up. Bacon is something that we buy a lot of. We eat it. I pretty much eat bacon every day. I have to start my day with protein, and bacon does it. So we buy the Simple Truth bacon. And last year we did make a bunch of breakfast meat with one of our pigs. It was delicious. Went through it really fast. So we want to focus more on, we have pigs again, doing more breakfast meats because it saved us a lot of money, plus we knew exactly what was in it and all of that good stuff. Another thing is, because we're out of beef at the moment, we've been purchasing grass-fed beef from Earth Fare. We would prefer to buy local, well, to butcher our own, which is what we normally do, or buy local, but it's just a budgeting issue, and their grass-fed beef at Earth Fare is on sale once a week, and they also do a discount, so a 10% discount. So we take advantage of that, and we are able to get it for a really good deal once a week. So that's where we get our meat right now. Tortillas, so there are things that I can make on my own, but sometimes it's a time issue. And I haven't perfected making tortillas, so it's a quality issue, and it's just more convenient, honestly. So we try to keep some of these on hand, so if we do tacos, burritos, or whatever. And we have to be, it's hard to find stuff without enriched flour, and these are not enriched flour because we have sensitivities to, because when they enrich it, they're using synthetics. So it's not natural. So we prefer to buy non-enriched items. So we do keep these tortillas on hand, and we can go through a lot of them. Something else, one more thing that I keep buy in bulk and I keep in the freezer is yeast. And I like instant yeast, so I'll buy it, and then I just put it in this little plastic container because it's easier to get in and out of than the bag it comes in. And so I keep it in the freezer and we go through it. It lasts quite a while, but that is one more thing that we prefer to purchase and keep in the freezer. And usually I order that on Amazon or get it from the bulk food store. So to clarify, the bulk of our food usually comes from Kroger. So all of this is from Kroger, and then these two items are from Earth Fare. There are certain things we like to buy at Earth Fare, but their prices tend to be a little bit more than Kroger, and so we get a better deal on the other items at Kroger, so that's why we do that. Here's a few more cold items we keep on hand from Kroger. We get organic sharp cheddar and organic Colby Jack. We keep a lot of this on hand because we use a lot of cheese. And then this comes from Earth Fare because they carry the mozzarella. It's organic mozzarella we really like. We are capable of making mozzarella, but again, we only have 1 gallon milk right now, so we don't have enough milk to do that. We also buy a lot of sour cream because we use it in a lot of things, and we use it for ranch dressing and ranch dip. We usually buy it in a tub, but Kroger was out of the tub, so we bought Kroger's squeezy tubes, which they're nice and convenient, but when you're using it to make like ranch dip and stuff, it makes more sense to buy the tub, but this works as well. So we got what we could get. Something we buy that is actually not organic because we can't find organic Parmesan cheese is Parmesan cheese, because we use that occasionally. We don't use it a ton, but we like to keep it on hand because every so often we have a recipe that we like to use that in. So that's a few more of our cold items. Alright guys, you're gonna have to excuse my messy kitchen. It is a working kitchen. I actually have bread dough going right now, so it is what it is. We've been cooking and it's not a huge kitchen, so it gets messy fast. But anyway, that being said, I wanted to go through things that are non-refrigerated that we do buy. Currently we are buying condiments. I'm not making them. I can make them, but that's for another day. Right now we're buying them. So the best price on condiments, we found that the ones that we like, there's condiments that are cheaper, but you don't always like them, so we prefer to get things that we enjoy the taste of, obviously. So we've been getting Simple Truth, just basic ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise. We actually really like their barbecue sauce. We had a hard time for a long time finding any organic barbecue sauce, and especially barbecue sauce that we all liked, and this one has decent ingredients and we really like it. So that's also from Kroger. We buy a lot of potatoes. This is just a sampling. We have, I don't know, 10 bags or 15 bags of potatoes in the other room in a box. I will show you my things that store in canisters, which baking soda is in my canister, but I typically buy for cooking Bob's Red Mill baking soda. You want aluminum free. Also get their baking powder. I just happen to have this in a bag, so I wanted to show you the kind of packaging it comes in. Then I put it in my glass canister so it's easy to get to. Alright guys, I'm going to show you inside my cabinet. I'm not the most organized individual in the world, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Mom, I'm sorry. My mom's probably going to see this and be like, wow, you showed them your cabinet. So I apologize, Mom. Whoa! This is a working farmhouse kitchen cabinet. Okay, so we don't have a ton of kitchen storage, so there's a lot of stuff shoved in this cabinet. So hence the messiness. I did organize it at one point, but it got unorganized. So we buy a lot of things. We have Earth Fare brand pasta up there. Their pasta is really good. We really like it. I do have the ability to make pasta, but that's a big ordeal, and so typically we buy pasta. I have a big jar of bay leaves because I decided one time that it would be a great idea to buy a pound of bay leaves. So if you're in need of bay leaves, come see me. I have a pound of them, and that's only half of them at least. Like, there might be less than half there. So there's some organic croutons. Okay, we do buy a few things from Food Lion. We don't buy that much, but they do carry organic, so their croutons are from Food Lion. Then I have some freeze-dried strawberries that we add to oatmeal sometimes, just some oils. So I have some organic avocado and organic olive oil, and then also coconut oil. We keep lots of that on hand. Organic vinegar. I think this is a jar of cinnamon. I'm not sure why it's up here. It doesn't belong there. We got some more pasta, organic mushrooms, organic jelly. So we made some jelly last year. We had mostly a peach jelly left, and the kids really like grape and strawberry. So for right now, we're buying it. We need to actually have some grape juice that a neighbor gave us that I need to go ahead and make jelly out of. Just haven't done it. Organic canned pinto beans for making burritos and things like that. I have a bunch of those, or chili or whatever. Peanut butter. We buy lots of organic peanut butter. That comes from Kroger. It's a pretty good deal for this. Jars, 40 ounces. More mushrooms. Organic raisins. We like to add those to different things like oatmeal. I have some broth. I have some canned broth, but we often run out, so we always like to keep some on hand. And have more mayonnaise. And I have chocolate chips. These are my, this bag's open, don't want to spill it. These are my favorite chocolate chips because they are soy free and they come from Earth Fare. So I always keep plenty of chocolate chips on hand. I also, on my messy counter, well, it's lots of clean jars. I have a canister of cornmeal and a canister of popcorn. I had a canister of grits, but it got broken. So now my grits are just in bags and not in a canister anymore. But that is that, and I will show you over here on the other side of the kitchen my other dry goods that I keep in jars. Okay. Ooh. I put my hiney on the wood stove and it burned. Please leave that in the video.
I'll leave that in the video. This wood stove is warm and I'm very close to it. Anyway, I have over here in jars. I've showed you guys this before, but I will show you again because if you're anything like me, I always enjoy seeing people's food that they have, their food hauls and how they store it and all that. So I have these glass canisters. Most of them, the lids just come right off. This one has a rubber seal. This one has like a flip lid with a rubber seal, and this one screws on. But I found that I like these ones that I'm in and out of all the time the best because they're easiest. So I just have soft wheat and hard wheat berries that I grind for making stuff. I have organic raw sugar. I have organic brown sugar and organic powdered sugar, and then organic, these are quick oats. We have rolled oats in the store. Ordered us oats one time and didn't specify, and it came as quick oats. And we don't care. We use them either way. So that's what we're using. I have pink Himalayan salt, baking powder, baking soda, and cocoa powder. Kylie made me these labels. As soon as she made it, she realized she forgot to put the A on the end of cocoa. It doesn't really matter. So that's what I keep up here on the shelf. Like I said, in addition, I have cornmeal, popcorn over there, and then on my table over here, right here, I have my glorious 2-gallon canister with my white flour in it. I really like this canister. It's really big and it makes me happy just to look at it. So I keep a bunch of white flour here because I'm feeding sourdough every day. So I haven't been using my whole wheat a lot more than my white flour lately. So I haven't been going through it as fast, but I still use it for my sourdough. So I use it pretty often. We are now in the basement. As you see, I have a stack of 5-gallon buckets and they all have food in them. I'm not going to go through each one, but I've talked about we keep all of the things you saw upstairs in the canisters, as well as I think we have some more salt down here. And we also have some navy beans, dried navy beans, and dried pinto beans. I think that's everything we have down here. I do actually have regular rolled oats down here as well, and we just have quick oats upstairs. So in addition to all of that, we have all of this. Most of this is home canned. We have a lot of tomatoes. We still have a lot of pickle relish and a lot of pickles and a lot of green beans. That's the bulk of what we have. We have a few jellies down here and some chilies, a few jars of carrots, and they just look really pretty. So I'm going to show them to you, my pretty carrots. And then we have a couple of jars of broth, a couple of jars of canned apples. So it's not like a huge variety of different types of food. It's just a lot of individual type things. Oh, so we still have salsa. I need to get some corn chips. I forgot we had a lot of salsa left. So we have salsa. We've gone ahead and purchased some canned vegetables from Kroger because they have a good deal on them, and it's organic sweet corn, organic peas. We like them. Most of us like them anyway, and so we went ahead and got some of those. And then we also have gotten some pasta sauce from Kroger. We have canned tomatoes and can make sauce, but this is just straight canned tomatoes, like stewed tomatoes, so it's extra work to turn them into sauce, and we are still working on a sauce recipe that we love. So we found that it's easier to buy the pre-made pasta sauce for right now. We actually go through our plain canned tomatoes
pretty quickly. We had a lot more, and we've used a lot of them because we use this as soup base for like tomato soup or vegetable soups. We've also used it in chili and things like that. So we found that we really actually like canning our tomatoes unseasoned because then it gives us a lot of options as far as what we can do with that. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. We have chicks in our basement and a duck. I like hearing them chirp. All right, well, if you guys have any more questions about shopping for a large family or even not a large family, or food storage or anything like that, bulk food shopping, please leave your question in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me today and sharing my messy kitchen cabinet with you. I appreciate y'all. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a video. Give us a thumbs up so YouTube will know you're enjoying it. And again, comment below, and I will see you guys on the next one.